Oh, wait. Where am I? Where am I? I'm not on screen. Just a sec. We need to fix that. Ah. Oh, okay. That's what happened. That's what happened. I see it now. Hey everyone, welcome. How's it going? How's it going? Happy weekend, everyone. Hello, Mijo, my little banana kitty, disembodied voice. Tell us your wisdom. The wisdom for today is don't do a food review stream after having an extremely heavy lunch. That's my wisdom today. Uh, Here's the thing. I don't know if this is a good idea to do the stream today, but we have to do it today. I have no choice but to do this stream today. And here's the reason why. Um, so I had an extremely huge lunch that they served us at work. Had like this chicken parmesan thing from one of the local Italian restaurants. Yeah, like this gigantic thing. Okay, this gigantic thing of chicken parmesan that's like very nicely breaded, has a decent amount of tomato sauce and parmesan cheese on it and stuff like that. No pasta, surprisingly, no pasta, but there was like a couple of garlic bread sticks as well as some salad, and I took also a couple of cookies, and that is gigantic. And that was how long ago was that? That was like 6 hours ago. I ate that lunch almost more than 6 hours ago, and I am still feeling it right now. Here's the issue. Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Not a good thing on my part. Okay, not a good thing on my part, but it's something I do anyway, usually. I also ate like just a little thing of chips, like maybe like this much, like a handful of chips, one handful of chips, and a couple of ice cream sandwiches when I got home. But dessert and snacks don't really take up that much space, so I didn't think too much of it. But by that time, I was already also kind of full. But lunch is doing a number on my stomach. Like I am feeling like more than half tank right now. So I don't know how I'm gonna get through tonight. I don't know how I'm gonna get through tonight. Yeah, taken out by the chicken parm. The chicken parm was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. It wasn't like super good. I mean, what do you expect from catering, to be honest? But it was still pretty. It was big. It was big. It was hefty. Like literally about almost as big as two of my hands. That's kind of how big the chicken was. Which I don't know if chicken parmesan is usually like I don't know if the chicken breast is usually that big. Maybe maybe you get like the chicken breast, cut it in half, right? You cut it in half and then spread it apart and then bread it and then do whatever to it and then serve it that way. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. Very small bites, maybe. Well, we don't typically finish everything in the box anyway. We do like a little taste test. There are some things I will finish, like ramen. I'll finish for sure. But there's definitely gonna be some snacks here we will may not finish when I normally would. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, thank you all for coming. So as mentioned, this is going to be the last TokyoTreat Snack Box review. The subscription has ended after one after 1 year. I'm actually kind of surprised how I did like a full year's worth of this snack box reviews, and never once have I been sponsored. Yeah, that's understandable. My CCV is like very, very small. I think they want CCVs of at least 10 or more. I have like two. Let's be honest, my CCV is like two normally, or less, or less. But I enjoy doing these. I enjoy doing these. I just like talking about Japan stuff and no, just going through the snacks I haven't seen before. There's definitely some snacks we've gone through that I haven't seen before, and um, just I just like talking about it. I just like talking about it and seeing what we got. But this was supposed to be last month's snack box. It took like forever to get here, so that's why we're doing this so late. But this is technically last month's snack box, which is the end of summer, I guess is what they call it. End of summer fireworks. I think they call it specifically fireworks snack box. The snack box I would have gotten this month if I did that. I think it's like a some sort of moon viewing, moon viewing snack box, yeah, with the rabbits and the mochi and stuff like that. But I don't think. I mean, I'm not. I don't. I'm not gonna renew this. I'm not gonna renew this. The program is expensive. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. The program for this is expensive, and I feel like I could like make my own little my own little snack boxes from other places that that's a bit better value. But we'll be so once we're done with this snack box thing, I'll probably try to see if I can find other snacks to review on stream. Otherwise, we'll be doing cooking streams, and the cooking streams I haven't done those in a long time. I think I finally did one recently with the assassina pasta, and that was nice to do on stream again. The kind of cooking stuff. However, oh we will try to we'll try to do more cooking on stream because I was gonna do more cooking on stream, and then schedules change, and now the time slots had to be shared with the snack box stuff. But yeah, anyway, let's get down to this for the last snack box and see what we get. All right. Okay. There's probably gonna be like summer festival ish stuff. Yeah. So as usual, we go through these pamphlets to say what they have to say first before we go through all this stuff. So let's go through the pamphlet. Get this out of the way. Oh, I got two little insert things for the same thing. Why is that? Firework Flavor Fest. They call it Firework Flavor Fest. Basically, there's gonna be, I think, mostly festival food from what I gather. Um, and it doesn't look like there's a whole lot in this box in particular compared to previous boxes. Maybe one that we have seen before, the salt lemon Kit Kat. Definitely we've had this one before. Maybe from last year also, to be honest. The rest of this, I recognize the question mark Fanta over here on the side. Question mark Fanta um, is like a mystery flavor, and I don't quite remember what the mystery flavor was last time, and so it's just going to be a mystery again this time. Let's see if there's anything different with this though. There's definitely a few repeats. Fireworks festival. I've never actually seen a fireworks festival in Japan. I have been there for a couple of summers, and let me tell you, if you go to Japan in summer, just be prepared for the ridiculous humidity. You wouldn't think that the heat in Japan is anything bad, to be honest, but it actually is pretty bad. If you come from a pretty dry place, the humidity is going to be very noticeable. If you come from a pretty humid place, it might not affect you as much. But just be aware, heat stroke is a real thing when you get there. So hydrate. There's a lot of vending machines and a lot of convenience stores. Get some water. Get something to drink from those. Get water or tea. Two best things to hydrate with. Don't. I guess you can hydrate with coffee. Just don't get the anything with sugar in it. Sugar for hydration is not a good thing. Not a good thing. But yeah, fireworks. I don't think I've ever seen the fireworks. No, I actually don't think I've seen fireworks at all. And I have been to one festival up north in Japan, but there was no fireworks for that. It was a Nebuta festival, and they had like floats and stuff. When we do another Japan talk stream, I'll show you guys those pictures. I'll show you guys those pictures. Yeah, I I'm glad you guys enjoy the Japan trip photo stuff. I'll talk more about Japan trip stuff after we're done with all the snacks. Just please remind me about that because I probably might forget. But yeah, more Japan trip photos, especially with trip coming soon, soon. But yeah, I'm hoping to get more photos, and then we'll definitely talk more once that stuff comes around. Man, I really want to see one of these fireworks festivals, but I think you have to be there like in certain times of summer. And it's not like every day they do a fireworks festival. You kind of have to like figure out what the schedule is for your particular area. I think the best time to do that is maybe end of August, probably end of August. Or, if you want guaranteed fireworks, you can always go to Disney Sea, which I think is the Disneyland in Tokyo. However, Disney Sea is always very busy. So keep that in mind. Do you want to pay $100 to $200 worth of entry tickets just to see some fireworks and maybe more or less the same rides as you would get from Disneyland or Disney World? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. I don't know if Disney Sea is that worth it, to be honest. Universal Studios in Osaka, I hear, is more worth it because it's actually has a bunch of different stuff. But that's that's beside the point. That's beside the point. Matsuri Munchies. So I have had a few festival snacks before. I don't think I've had the yakitori in a festival, but I've definitely had that in a restaurant setting. Um, Normally during the festivals, I think I usually get, whenever I do run into, and I have run into a few, I usually get the takoyaki, which is fairly okay for the most part. And I think one time I got a karage in a town called Kawagoe, which is about, I think, 30 to 90 minutes, not 90 minutes. I think it's like about 30 minutes to an hour from Tokyo. The karage from the festival, at least that particular festival, was okay. It was okay. I was hoping it was a little bit hotter, a little bit crispier. But it was kind of like, lukewarm. Lukewarm, not very crunchy, but it hits the spot, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, just be aware that festival food is, just quick food. Is maybe not the best quality, but if you're there during the festival, have fun with it. Definitely have fun with it. Choco banana. I've never had a choco banana. I definitely saw it before. Never had the intention of getting a choco banana. Um, but choco banana is like a very sugary, very heavy chocolate, and I don't know if you I don't know if you're up for that during a festival, but it's kind of, it's fun to it's fun to just have like a stick of something. Consume banana. Consume banana. I will say though, kakigori is really good. The thing with kakigori is it's definitely one of the summer things you should try. It's a highly recommended thing to try in Japan. The thing about kakigori is you can have like varying degrees of how good kakigori is. You have the really, really cheap kakigori, like what they show over here, which is just regular shaved ice and then some syrup. That is like basic level one tier kakigori. And then you have the much fancier kakigori, or it's slightly fancy. Okay, let's go slightly fancy kakigori. Slightly fancy kakigori would be shaved ice of any sort, and then some fruit juice, and some of them also have like a really small thing of fruit peel. Like you get like a yuzu or lemon kakigori. Those are really nice and refreshing. I'm not talking gelato or shaved or anything like that, but actual kakigori with fruit juice in it. That's really nice. Um, Another higher level of kakigori, which more like I think would be in a restaurant, desserts, or tea house setting. And I may have shown pictures of this, but we can definitely revisit it at a different time. Is actual shaved ice. Well, it's more a different, like a finer shaved ice that with some milk and I guess fruits and stuff. I guess it's kind of closer to like a binsu, a Korean binsu. But I think Korean binsu uses frozen milk, shaved frozen milk for their stuff. Though they're definitely varying levels of that. But all of them are really good. So I'll try all the different kinds of kakigori during summer, and even not during summer if it's available, because that's real. It's good. I actually got addicted to it, especially when it's like really hot outside. Salt lemon Kit Kat. We have had this before. I forget when, but I want to say it was also last August or September. We had a salt lemon Kit Kat. Definitely don't mind reviewing this again, but I remember at the time I didn't like it too much. But when I had it like a few days afterwards, I got used to it, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty refreshing. Pretty refreshing. Salt lemon pretz. I don't think we had this one before. It seems familiar, but at the same time, I don't think we've had it. I mean, pretz is pretz. How can this be? How is this different? I'm not too sure. Sweet corn snack, Palinki. You may have seen this guy before, but I've actually never knew the name. But it's just like little triangle wafer things that's sweet corn flavor. That I'm really critical of sweet corn flavor because I've had like good sweet corn flavor. Like if you ever had the Southeast Asian snacks, like sweet corn is like sweet corn ball pops thing. I think those are Philippine snacks specifically. Those are really good. Those are really good. Some people when they do quit some brands when they do sweet corn stuff, it's like not strongly flavored. I kind of like it strongly flavored. But then again, a subtle flavor is not bad. We'll see which one this one is. Umaibo, one of the many Umaibo flavors sticks. It is like a corn. It's like a corn snack, basically a giant Cheeto, if you will. But tonkatsu sauce. I think we've had tonkatsu sauce before. We'll definitely try. We'll definitely see what this is about. But I feel like we've had tonkatsu sauce before, but they have a bunch of different flavors. Showstoppers, yeah, I guess you can see like a bunch of different fireworks. Again, it depends on the place. If you go to Kyoto during August, you're gonna have to double check this. I think they have like a huge festival in Kyoto. Not only just fireworks, but they also like I think they burn a side of the mountain. When I say burn a side of the mountain, they don't actually burn the entire mountain like fire everywhere. It's like a specific ritual for a shrine or something. But there's like a really cool giant burning kanji, I think, on that mountain. I forget what it is exactly or for what shrine, but it's definitely from Kyoto. I never seen it, but I have seen pictures of it, and I've always wanted to try visiting at that time, but also summer. Summer is hot. I don't want to visit in summer unless I absolutely have to. And really, the only time I would go go back in summer is if I climb Fuji, which I still haven't done. Still haven't done. Was going to, but typhoon. Typhoon is yeah. Mystery Fanta flavor. It's a mystery. We'll figure it out. Star Ramen candy. I think this is a little bit different. Like a star-shaped little white chalky candy is what it looks like. Maybe kind of like a Smarties. I'm not entirely sure. It kind of looks like one though. It kind of looks like one. Festival favorite, some chips. Oh my gosh, we had this one a while back. The the seaweed flavor potato chips, and I this is like super good. Super. I don't think we have it. I don't think we have it in this box, but it's probably gonna be in a different box. But this one is super good. That's great. And I think this is a TokyoTreat specific kind of candy. I think it's just regular festival candy that they just packaged up. Should be kind of nice. Asari miso ramen. I'm gonna laugh if we get another package ramen and not a cup ramen. They haven't given us cup ramen in a while, which I'm kind of surprised. They keep on giving us the package ramen, which that's not a bad thing. It's funny. I think it's funny. But clam miso ramen, that's what the asari is. I don't think we're gonna get actual clams here, but I have had the like a clam soup or some sort of clam um broth thing from the convenience stores over there, and they have actual little teeny tiny clams, like small, like tiny, like three or four tiny little clams, but it's still there. I don't think they can ship it in the box, so it's just gonna be clam flavored. More probably a good thing if you like that, but I kind of want the actual clam. Fashion the fireworks. I guess a lot of people dressed up in yukata and these uh they call it happy. Happy. happy, except Y, it's a I. And honestly, whenever you go to a festival, there's gonna be a lot of people dressed in happies. That's just a thing. That's just a thing. If you're in the, especially if you're in the festival procession itself, when you're doing the floats or doing a performance, you're gonna see people in this. If you're just watching from the side, you can always like rent one of these things if you want to. I think the happies are generally for people who are participating in the procession. So if you want to participate, you can do that. I think there's some places where they actually invite the people watching to participate. Like if you want to join in the dance or and stuff, like if they're doing like a group dance on the festival, you can probably do that. But again, it depends on which one it is. Um, the yukata, you can always rent this from different places, especially in Tokyo. I think in a smaller place, it might be a little bit harder to rent a yukata. There's not The yukatas are not only for girls, by the way. You can also get yukatas for guys. It's for both. The mask, I don't think I've seen anyone use a mask or sell masks, but I guess it's still a thing. I guess that's still a thing. Osampo cotton candy. I guess we're actually getting cotton candy this time. That's different. 7-stick chocolate wafers, which looks like something I've seen before, like the wafers with the little chocolate in the inside in this particular style. So that's gonna be interesting to see if it's how it matches up. Pucci soy sauce senbei. I feel like we've had these before. Maybe not this particular brand, but the the senbei with the soy sauce coating, the sweet soy sauce coating, that's like pretty much everywhere. They're all a little bit different as far as how they taste. Just a little bit different. But I think we've had something similar before. So let's see how different that is. Soba snack. This kind of looks like a bar food, to be honest. But it's a little bit interesting because you have like, I think there's like little rice puffs in here and noodles and some, maybe I want to say tonkatsu flavoring, but yeah, yakisoba flavoring. So yakisoba, nori seaweed, and so you have like little dried noodles and little. It looks like the Rice Krispies. It kind of looks like the Rice Krispies. Dynamite Dagashi Surprise. Oh, this is just an advertisement. That's an advertisement. Soft candy. Chew Ramene soft candy. Have not seen this before. I don't think we've had this before. I'm hoping it's actually a soft candy and not gum. I'm not nothing against the gum. It's just I don't want to like spit out gum in the middle of the stream. It's just nasty, a little nasty. How to enjoy fireworks? Oh, there's tickets. There's tickets for fireworks. I guess there's tickets for like seating in fireworks. So maybe it depends on the place, especially in Tokyo. Maybe it depends there. I do know that in at least in the Aomori festival up in Tohoku, which is one of the festivals I tried to go to before, but I couldn't just because there was no room. You do have to get like some sort of reservation to be like in certain seats. Like there's like certain seats in a festival where you have to like get tickets for, and if you don't have that, you can't seat on those seats. Otherwise, you'll just be with everyone else along the side of the road, standing and stuff like that. But I think there's like certain sections where you can actually sit down. Um, Maybe though, in certain places where there's a fireworks show, you might have like mats and stuff where there's like reserved seating, or at least we can place mats as reserved seating. I'm not entirely sure how that would work, but I guess there's tickets. I guess there's tickets. But otherwise, fireworks are big enough that you can get pictures from from close by or even far away, even far away. So just make sure you find high elevation somewhere. And I guess that's it. Some August some August events. I mentioned the Aomori Nebita Festival. So this is a basically a giant float festival, mainly in Aomori Prefecture, Aomori City, Aomori Prefecture, up in Tohoku. is the most famous one, but technically, there's other places around Tohoku that also have their own Nebuta festival. Not necessarily just Aomori, just a Nebuta festival, the giant float festival. And depending on where you are, they might have one, but it's gonna be generally in that first week of August, which the one I went to was in this little tiny town called Mutsu, like on the really far north area of Tohoku, near the end of a peninsula. It pretty much is in the middle of nowhere. It was pretty much in the middle of nowhere, but that was the only place I could stay at that time. And the plan was to go from Mutsu to Aomori to see the Nebuta festival, but it would have been like 4 hours one way, I think, at least. And it didn't seem worth it at the time, and I didn't know that Mutsu itself had their own Nebuta festival. And when I found out they had their own Nebuta festival, it's like, oh yay! I saw what I came here to do, and I didn't have to travel anywhere far for it. So that's great. So I just kind of assume from that there's other Nebuta festivals elsewhere in Tohoku, not necessarily just in Aomori, but Aomori is a big one that a lot of people know about. So that's kind of where all they go, especially the domestic tourists. But I think there's also one, and there's another famous place. Crap! What was the name of that place? It was in Flying Witch. If you know Flying Witch, the city in Flying Witch, that's the one. That's the one I'm thinking about. Comiket, of course. Comicet's like that's I think second weekend in August typically. If you know Comiket, you know what you're getting yourself into. That's it. That's it for the pamphlets. Might as well get into the actual snacks itself. So, Kit Kat. This is gonna be for last, for later. As usual, we're gonna put that at the end. So we have the hard candy for specifically for TokyoTreat over here. We'll try to look at that in a bit. So here's the corn snacks. Matcha? Wait, this is a little different. I don't think this was in the pamphlet. Why are we getting matcha sticks? Okay, I think this is extra. I think they gave us an extra because this was not in the pamphlet whatsoever, but we got matcha sticks. I think we've had these before. So I may not go we'll give it a taste, but I don't think I'm gonna go over that. This was from when was that? March, April? March/April. This was the Sakura season. I feel like we've had this during the Sakura season. So it's a little surprising to see that here. FNA. They really gave us a package ramen. I'm also gonna tell you guys, it's funny. I have this, maybe not this exact one, but this brand. I actually have this brand of instant ramen in my pantry right now. So it's kind of funny to see this. And I think the one I have in the pantry is a vegetable, like a vegetable broth ramen, but it's basically this brand, except this brand is clams and miso. So it's just kind of funny that I'm getting basically what I have in my pantry right now. What is this? What is this? Salty lemons Pret. Here is the here's a little star one. Here's a little star one. I want to start with something salt. Oh, here's another thing that we didn't see we didn't see in the pamphlet. I think it's in one of those fortune things where you kind of like pop out and see what your fortune is, but I don't think they have a guide for fortunes here. Oh, yeah, okay. They don't really have a guide for fortunes, but you can kind of see the text under each one of these, and I cannot read them. So we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Okay, if we're gonna start though on this snack thing, let's try the let's try the corn snack first. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of air in this one. Not a whole lot of air. Let me get some water. I'm getting thirsty here. A lot of talk. Lots of talking. Okay, corn snack. Pretty sure this looks fairly familiar. At least to me it looks really familiar. Maybe I've seen it in grocery stores before. I'm not entirely sure. Oh. Light sweet corn flavor. You can kind of see the inside here. Nice and big triangles. Nice and big triangle wafers. Very crunchy. The sweet corn flavor is actually pretty good. It's not too strong. It's not too light. It is on the... What is that? It is on the lighter side, I feel. But it's not too light where it's like, I can't even taste it. It's good. It's pretty good. I think the nice thing about this is the crunch. Most of the time, whenever I get like a sweet corn snack, it's not crunchy, but it is very flavorful. So yeah, I kind of forgive it for that. This one is very crunchy though. Very crunchy. It's like really hard for me not to finish this entire thing, but then I remember the chicken parmesan in my stomach, so I probably shouldn't. But definitely will finish this another time. That's nice. That's really good. I think for the most part, I don't think I've had I don't think I've had a bad sweet corn snack from Japan so far. Maybe like one was a little underwhelming. This is okay. This is on the okay level, but not bad. Not bad. I do need to switch between salty and sweet though. Otherwise, I'm gonna get overwhelmed by super sweet flavors. So let's try this cotton candy. Let's try this cotton candy next. I don't think we've ever had cotton candy here, and I feel like it's like one of those things I had to like finish on stream. Otherwise, the humidity is gonna make this like really weird, or like shrink it and become all mangled and stuff. I don't know. But we have what is this? I can't read this. What jiru? No, wait. What? I think watame is cotton candy. I don't exactly know. I only remember that because I think watame from HoloLive is like fluffy. So that's kind of how I remember it. But I don't know what actual cotton candy is called. But yeah, if you know what cotton candy is, it's just basically sugar. It's basically sugar spun. I've made cotton candy before. Kind of fun, but also super messy. Super messy. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So, cotton candy. We get this like gigantic block of cotton candy, which I probably should not have taken out with my bare hands because now it's sticking to me. Okay, let's put that back. Let's put that back. I just want to like take a little bit of it. Take a little bit of it. But it's like very, very pillowy. Very pillowy. And it's definitely going to squish. I think it's like strawberry flavored. It's kind of like, I mean, it does, it's pink, so I assume strawberry. Um, it's like a light strawberry cotton candy flavor, but look at how fluffy that is. Look at how fluffy and feathery that cotton candy is. That's amazing. That's amazing. I don't think my cotton candy whenever I made it was anywhere this good. But if you ever want to get cotton candy and it's not like festival season, I guess you can get some from the grocery stores. However, if you are in Tokyo, I think the most famous place to get that is in Harajuku. Harajuku though is kind of super busy. So if you want to get cotton candy from Harajuku, go on like a weekday. There's a place where you can get like a gigantic cotton candy, like almost like when I say gigantic, it's like almost as big as your torso, kind of thing. It's ridiculous. Never had it before just because I'm not a huge cotton candy person, but it's gigantic. I'm sort of impressed that it stayed so perfect in the packaging and shipping process. I know, right? I know, right? So some I don't know if this I don't know if it's because it's like so airtight and maybe there's actually a little bit of air in here, but I would assume that if it got squished at all, you would be able to tell. But I think there might have been a little bit of air cushioning it. Otherwise, yeah. But then again, I don't think there was anything heavy on top of this, so it's not like it's gonna squish, squish, squish. Pretty sweet, super sweet. I'm definitely gonna have to finish this tomorrow. Yeah, I'm. It's too sweet even for me. But again, if cotton candy is just pretty much pure sugar, so it makes sense. It's a little bit of a strawberry flavor, but otherwise it's like super sweet. Too sweet for me. Too sweet for me, but pretty good for cotton candy though. I like the texture of that one. I like the texture of that one because it's like very pillowy and very feathery kind of thing. I swear that Japan has a superior packaging technology. They have pretty good packaging overall. I think they got packaging down to a science over there, and that's probably why there's a lot of stuff that's actually pretty well packed. Not that other places are bad at it, but they're just really good about it for some reason. Like, I mean, come on, look at this. Look at this. It's like perfectly. What do you call this? That's not a triangle. A tetrahedron. I don't know. It's basically a tri. It's not really a pyramid. This is really not a pyramid, but it's like air, perfect air in here that in the packaging, and then kind of protects these things in the inside. Might as well open it right now. I don't think this is. I think this is just like. Oh, that's a little. That's not what I was expecting. No, actually, it's exactly what I was expecting. It's like basically Smarties, except the smart. I think smart. If I'm not mistaken, Smarties are a little bit chalkier. This one is a little bit smooth. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but the star faces are a little bit on the smooth side, actually. And they have these little speckles in them. I'm not entirely sure what they are. Like, they might just be different colored other candies that they just put in there for decoration. But it's also probably not any actual flavor, to be honest. Oh. Hmm. Oh, that's surprising. Oh. You know what that is? Okay, so let me just explain what just happened there. This tastes like a very citrusy kind of candy. I think it tasted a little bit like orange. It was closer to orange when I tasted it. And these little bits and pieces, it embedded in the candy itself, like you see this over here. And you can it's a little bit more obvious that for this one because it's kind of like peeking at the corner. Not so obvious when you look at it from here, but there's like little bits of candy. There's little bits of round candy embedded in this star, and when you like bite through it, you're also biting through like crunchy little bits of candy, and that's actually pretty fun. That's nice. That is actually really nice. I don't think I've seen one of these have that kind of thing before, so that's pretty good. The candy itself is not hard. You can bite through it pretty easily. Yeah, it's pretty much like a Smartie. I think it's a little bit softer than a Smartie though. It still holds its shape fairly well. But the thing I'm most impressed about is these little candy pieces embedded in there. That is nice. That is actually super nice. Okay, too much sugar. Too much sugar. I need salt. I need some salt. Okay, how much salty stuff do we have? We don't have a lot. We have umaibo. We have this little bar snack thing. We have rice crackers. I guess technically no. I guess technically the pretz. Okay, we have more salty stuff than I thought. We actually have more salty stuff than I thought. Um, we also have the ramen, but the ramen's gonna be near the end. Well, let's see. I want something. I definitely want something salty. I definitely want something salty. Let's try this one. Let's try the rice crackers. The rice crackers that's supposed to taste a little bit like yakisoba, tonkatsu kind of thing. Very regular, plain packaging. Definitely something you would probably find in a grocery store. This one, or maybe in even a convenience store. But I don't think I've searched the convenience that much to check it out. I really like pretz, but I'm a little bit suspicious of salty lemon flavor. I don't think it's gonna be bad. I actually don't think it's gonna be bad. But we'll definitely get there. Okay, so this one is the rice crackers with the sweet-ish soy sauce. I think it's soy sauce. Yep, it's pretty much what I expected. Pretty much what I expected. This is your this is your regular rice crackers. I mean, you look at this thing and it's like, oh hey, look, it's actually it's a typical rice crackers you would expect. Very bumpy, very crunchy, which is always a good thing. Um, and the soy sauce flavor, the sweet soy sauce flavor, isn't too strong, which as it should be, because if it's too strong, then it gets a little bit too sweet once you get too much of this going. But sweet and salty, very crunchy, not a bad snack, very light snack. It's basically all I asked for in a rice cracker. It's basically all I asked for in a rice cracker. If it was any different, there has to be some reason for it, or at least it's either good or bad. This one's okay. This is regular. This is regular, but not a bad regular. Let's try. I want to do this later. This the gum thing, the soft candy thing. Let's try not press. We'll save the press for later. We'll save the press for later. Let's do the stick. I'm feeling sticky. 7 stick. I'm guessing because there's like 7 sticks of wafers here filled with chocolate. That's probably why they call it 7 stick. That's how much they can fill in this little packaging. But hey, look, they're all kind of happy. They're just having a good time. You can probably see them here a little bit easier. One of them is kind of crazy here. I'm not entirely sure what that's going on. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Oishi. Oishiso? Sa? Oishisa? I have no idea. 7 pieces. 7 pieces of sticks. It's delicious. I'm hoping it's delicious. I have no reason to not trust them. There we go. There we go. And how many pieces of sticks do you think we're getting in this thing? Are we getting 7? Are we getting less than 7? We are getting, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting 7 sticks. That's why it's called 7 sticks. Not 6 sticks, not 8 sticks, not 5 sticks, but 7 sticks. So, actually getting 7 sticks. And this looks a lot less refined from what I am used to seeing for these kinds of snacks. Usually it's a little bit smoother. The top's usually a little bit smoother. Top and bottom's usually a bit smoother. The sides, I guess, depends on which one we're talking about. But this one has a chocolate spilling out from the outside. Some of them are a little bit more sealed, but this one seems like it's bursting with chocolate from the outside. So, with that in mind, let's open this up. Excuse me. Let's open this up and see how full it actually is. And it is freaking hollow. Freaking hollow, but for some reason it's sealed. There's chocolate sealing the side. Well, I mean, I guess that's okay. That's okay. I was expecting a little bit more though. I'm expecting a little bit more. It's a little hard to see on camera. I'll be perfectly honest. But it's a little hollow. You can kind of see that. It's also super soft. That was not what I expected. Super soft, hollow on the inside. Chocolate is definitely on the cheap side. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's like this kind of chocolate you would give little kids. That's what it tastes like. And you know, if you're a little kid eating this, you're not gonna think twice about it. Honestly, you're not gonna think twice about it. Would you get this again as a grown up? Only if you have no, if only if you want the nostalgia factor. But definitely on the cheap side of chocolate wafers. It's not bad. Definitely a kid snack. 100% a kid snack. And they only get 7. If they get more than 7, or they want more than 7, tell them no, because they're over their snack limit, and they need to wait for the next day. That's it. They just need they get 7 and that's it. They need to wait for the next day. It's bad for their diet. You don't want to give them more than 7, right? How much calories is 7? 120 calories. 120 calories for 7 sticks. That's I mean, kids will burn through those calories really quickly. So maybe they can afford to, but still, don't. No. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what our fortune is. I have no idea what any of these little things are saying. I think we had let me see. I'm gonna have to get my phone. I'm gonna have to get my phone and see if I can get a translation of any of these. And I'll try to walk you guys through it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do it off camera. Just a sec. Reflection. Translate. Detect language. I have no idea. Google Images is failing me with the translation bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like share this image with you guys just so you know what I'm talking about. But it is definitely not helping whatsoever. Hold up. How do I share this? How do I share this with you? Let's see. Search with camera, translate. Open and translate? No. Oh, that's what I should do. Screenshot. Put in Discord. Share Discord link. I think that's what I need to do. Okay. So I have it in Discord. Here's the copy and paste. I'm gonna put it in chat so you can see it. There we go. There's the reference for you guys. There's the reference for you guys. But honestly, I have no idea what any of this stuff is because the translator is not working very well. But let's try the play one up here. I think this one is a play fortune. What is my fortune about going out to play? And we get so I think there's a little thing here. Oh, circle. Big circles. I think you can it's a little hard to see. It's a little hard to see. Oh yeah, it's very hard to see. It's right here. It says double circle. I think that means good. I don't know what that means in this context though. Ah, okay. Those are like little strawberry chocolates. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've had this before. Like strawberry milk chocolate. That's what I'm tasting right now. I am gonna be going on a trip next month, so I do want to see the fortune for that one, which is I think it's this one over here. This is the trip fortune. And the trip fortune says good for good fortune. A single circle. We get a single circle for the trip fortune, which is, not everything is gonna go well, but definitely everything should be going fairly well. Which hopefully that's the case. My biggest concern, my biggest concern on the upcoming trip is that I'm gonna be hiking for the first part of the trip, and my biggest concern during that part of the trip is one, I fall and scrape myself or heavily injure myself during the hike, or two, I run into wasp or snakes or centipedes and they bite me and I get poisoned. Hopefully, don't die if I get bitten, but if I get bitten, I am probably going to be incapacitated during the hike, 6 hours into the mountain, and no one will be able to help me. That would be bad. That would be bad. Or or I get attacked by a bunch of leeches and they suck the blood out of me, which is actually highly likely. That happens to a lot of people that do the hiking around the area I'm going to be going to. And as long as I keep dry-ish, I think I should be fine as far as the leeches are concerned. But leeches are a very high possibility. So, still okay. Still okay as far as fortune goes. Um, Again, strawberry chocolate milk, pretty tasty. We're gonna do one more fortune here though. Dating fortune, I think is this very bottom middle one over here. My dating fortune is probably not going to be good. I I refuse to believe it will be good. And this thing says, "Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope." I know it's a little hard to see. I know it's a little hard to see because even it's hard for even me to see, but you can kind of see it up here. It's kind of like a half circle, but that's only because I tore that thing. Um, don't give me hope. I refuse to believe that. I haven't I haven't dated anyone in a very long time, so that's yeah. Yeah, that's not bad though. Flavor wise, that's pretty good. Flavor wise, that's pretty good. If you just want to get like some little fun fortunes out of it, also not bad for fun, especially with yourself or friends. This is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Probably get one of these in the Gashia for about 20 yen. I feel like they're still 20 yen. Otherwise, other than maybe if inflation actually hit them, it might be a little bit more expensive than that. But 20 to 30 yen, I feel like you'll probably get this for that about that much. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we still have the Omaibo. We have the Omaibo, the giant thing of corn stick that is flavored with tonkatsu. Omaibo comes in a lot of different flavors. A lot of people like to eat multiple Omaibo at one time. Like you get like a tomato Omaibo and a cheese Omaibo. You eat them together and you get a pizza omaibo. Now you get a pizza flavor type of omaibo. I think there's an actual pizza omaibo, but if you get tomato and cheese, you probably might get like a pizza flavor once you eat both of them. Some people like to do that, but then again, it's also like It's kind of like if you've ever had like jelly bellies, it's kind of like the same idea. You mix you mix different kinds of jelly bellies together to get different flavors. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just this one's much more fun because look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's chunky. It's a very chunky stick. Very chunky stick with practically no air in the packaging. So if it crushes, it crushes. But the the flavoring on this one is so caked into the corn itself, into the snack itself, that it's not likely to come off, and you know you're gonna get a lot of flavor from that. So tonkatsu flavor itself, uh, definitely on point. Definitely on point. I can taste the tanginess. I think the tanginess from the tonkatsu flavor is like apricot or something. I don't know. They like to use like fruit stuff in their sauces. If you ever seen a bottle of okonomi sauce, the or like the yakisoba sauce, it's like you'll see sugar, you'll see spices, you'll see Worcestershire sauce, and then you'll see apple or apricot or stuff like that. Like a bunch of different fruit flavors to make this tonkatsu flavor. It kind of makes sense because it is very tangy. It is very tangy in the mild way, and and the mild tanginess is like usually a fruit thing. Usually, it's like super tonkatsu sauce. I was like, really, it's nice. I feel like it's really nice. It might even be better though if you like take a bowl of soup and like dip this in there, swirl it around a little bit, and then you munch on that, or dip it in actual tonkatsu sauce or yakisoba sauce to get extra sauciness on this thing. Would be like really good by itself though. It's really good by itself already. It's just super big. It's just super big and satisfying to bite into. That's the that's the appeal of a Maibo. At least to me, that's the appeal of a Maibo. And yeah, I I have nothing else to say about that one. I do need water. I do need sweetness. We have a few. Once we get near the end, I will start making the ramen. And the ramen is going to be a little bit weird because normally I make my ramen either in a pot or in the or in the what do you call this? In the microwave. But we're not doing either one of those for package ramen. We're just going to cook it as if it was instant ramen but in a bowl. So forgive me for that, but that's just kind of how it be. That's just kind of how it's gonna be. Tokyo Treat X Papa Bubble. I don't know who Papa Bubble is, to be honest. I think they're just like a candy maker, and like I don't know. I honestly don't know who they are. I don't know if they're a fancy candy maker or like you know a well-known candy maker. But oh, they do have. Oh, I do. I should show you this before we munch into it because this is part of it apparently. Let me see if I get a good representation here. Okay, we have a couple of representations. You can see there's like red and blue different kinds of candies in this package, right? There's two of them. And so I got the red and blue. And here's the thing I want to show you. Here's the thing I want to show you. And I'm gonna zoom in for this one. So you see in the middle of these candies, I'm hoping you can see it, as I know it's a little dark zoomed in. But on the blue one, you can see like little fireworks designs in the middle of it. I'm still not sure exactly how they do this, but I think it starts off as one really big roll of candy, and then they keep on rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling it until it gets small. It's like multiple layers of candy put together and shrunk just to get this design on a smaller piece of candy, which is amazing. And it's not just on one side, by the way. It's on both sides because it goes through the entire roll. So this entire roll is like blue, and then I think the inside has a little bit of green in here, a little bit of other blue in here, but it's like multiple different candies rolled into this one candy. And the main selling point of this candy is that you have little designs. You have the same little design in each little piece of candy that you get. So that's this one. That's this one. This other one is a little harder for me to figure out. No, okay, it's a little easier. Okay, it's easier when I see it on camera. This I think is some sort of kanji in it. I don't know what the kanji says. I'm not exactly sure what this kanji says, but it's probably some sort of kanji for a festival or something like that. Because I see something that looks a little bit similar to a torii gate, but there's also something else at the bottom, so I don't know, and I don't know how to read kanji. But yeah, kanji in a candy is also pretty impressive to do. You thought having fireworks is impressive. This is pretty impressive because there's a whole lot of things going on here. This is also pretty impressive because you have to get them in a certain pattern and then gets cut into like tiny little pieces. Neat. Neat. It's hard candy. It's hard candy. The good thing is, the red one, I think it tastes like strawberry, if not strawberry apple. It's a little hard to tell. But it's one of those two. It's pretty tasty. It's a nice it's a nice flavor. It's a nice flavor. It's very fruity flavor. The candy has a very fruity flavor, which is good. This blue one. Let's see, try this blue one. I think it's the same. I think the blue one is the same flavor as the red one. Yeah, I'm not tasting a difference. Now that I taste it, it tastes like less strawberry to me, and it tastes more pineapple. That's a little weird. I wasn't expecting pineapple, but it's either strawberry or pineapple or apple. But it's not like super intensely flavored. Um, it's like it's not subtle. It's not super strong, but you know it's there because as you bite it, the fruit flavor just kind of like gushes out. Not gushes out. It's not a gusher, but it's present. It's very present in the candy itself. But all of this is the same flavor. I'm just not sure if it's strawberry, apple, or pineapple, but it's good. It's good. I can tell you that much. It's a good, it's a good hard candy texture. It's not too hard. Where if when you bite it, it's gonna basically ruin your teeth. Though it could still ruin your teeth. Don't do what I did. Um, and it's not too soft where if you try to bite it, your teeth are gonna dig into it and you won't be able to bite through like some of the ring candies that we've had before. Or maybe just rain candy in general. Maybe. But there's definitely a good crunch, shatter, I guess. I don't know. Maybe shatter is the wrong word. A good crunch when you bite into these things. The flavor is pretty good. A good fruity flavor of some sort. And design-wise, it looks pretty neat. It looks pretty neat. That's actually nice. I still don't know who Papa Bubble is, though. I still don't know who Papa Bubble is, but whoever they are, good job. Good job. I'm going to go and get started on making the ramen. I think we're getting close to the end of the snacks here anyway. So, let me get the... let me get this set up really quick. Alright. Bowl. Ramen. Normally you put this in the pot like you would most ramens. However, we're not doing for this one. And I don't know why they switched from cup ramen to packaged ramen from the past 5 or 6 months, but that's what they did. And so we'll just do it as if it was cup ramen. It'll work the same way. We don't have any toppings that I can put in here. I just want to taste it as it is and see if it's any different from the thing I have in the pantry, because the packaging is pretty much the exact same thing as I have in the pantry, except it's a different flavor. Except it's a different flavor. Okay, let's get this out. This is basically just regular ramen, and this is impossible to fit in here. Let me see. I might have to like crack it. Okay. Cracked ramen. You guys would not want to see how I normally do my ramen. Normally when I do my ramen, I crush the ramen, okay? I normally crush these blocks of ramen until like they're teeny tiny, just like these. They will all basically be like this by the time I'm done with them. And I'm not going to do that to you guys on stream, but I will do it in private because that's usually how I do. That's usually how I do it. On stream though, yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay. And then we get the little seasoning, which is basically everything, and you can see the MSG in the seasoning. Like literally you can see the MSG in the seasoning. You see the sparkly white bits in there? That's MSG. That's MSG, the best part. And I forgot to hit the boil on the water heater. Okay, well, keep boiling. I'm gonna keep reviewing, and then once that's done, I'm going to eat it. Okay, we had sweet, and we have sweet, salty, sweet. Okay, so I guess we can alternate here. So this was part of the pamphlet. This is not part of the pamphlet. This was not part of the pamphlet. The matcha sticks. Neither was the fortune stuff. I wonder why. I wonder why they just kind of like randomly toss that in there. Extras from last time? I'm not entirely sure. So this is the ramene soft candy. That's what they called it, ramene soft candy. We've had some soft candies before that had like different flavors. I don't think we've had a ramene one, and definitely not one from this brand. This brand is a little bit weird because you see this little alien looking thing. I want to call it a dog, but it kind of looks like a little alien. And it's kind of throughout this package. It looks like a dog here-ish. Well, it kind of looks like a dog here. That's kind of like has a weird looking gigantic head, tiny little tail, huge mouth. And this one has like really sharp teeth and it's like kind of sleeping. I'm not sure if this is friendly or what, but it's there. It's there. It's throughout the package. And apparently it's their 30th anniversary. So they've been there a while. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to open this. I'm guessing it's this way. Yeah, that's probably the only way to do that. Okay, so a little bit on the sticky side, it seems. I think this is kind of like similar to taffy, the texture, soft candy taffy. I think blue because I think ramune color, their typical ramune soda flavor is colored blue, and it just tastes like regular cola. I think, but this one is stretchy. So this is definitely like on a taffy. This is probably like a taffy kind of thing. They call it soft candy, but it's taffy. It's super stretchy. Look at that. It's not a gum. It's not a gum. They specifically said it's not a gum, but it's super stretchy. Yeah. Hmm. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So the candy itself tastes a little weird. It has like it definitely has a ramen soda flavor, but also it tastes a little carbonated. Now you don't really taste a popping fizz when you eat this, but it feels like it belongs there. It feels like it could be there. And the flavor tastes like what it would taste like as if this was fizzing in your mouth, but there's no actual fizz happening. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I know it's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's a weird concept. But that's what this tastes like. It's not bad if you think about it a little bit, or to me it doesn't taste bad. To me it doesn't taste bad. It just tastes weird. It's a little different. I'm not used to that. For some reason, there's like water dripping. Oh, hold up. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit. Apparently, apparently part of my mic is getting steam on the mic boom, and I don't think that's a good idea to have steam in my mic. That would be bad for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons. But this is this is a fizzy soda flavor. You can taste the fizz, but it's not actually fizzing. It's neat. It's actually neat. I wouldn't have expected it. Is it something I would normally get? Probably not. Honestly, probably not. I'm not a taffy person to begin with. I'm not a taffy person to begin with, but if you want to try something a little different or like taffy in general, give this a try. Give this a try and see how you like it. This is a soda ramen flavor, and you'll probably know it because it's like blue on the outside, and when you open the package, it's also going to be blue on the inside, and it's like very stretchy taffy. Good for taffy. Personally, not the favorite, but that it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. Let's see. I need something salty, and the rest of the taffy is like sticking in one side of my mouth. It's sticking on the side of my mouth. I guess it's time to try this little soba meshi thing. So the soba meshi. Oh, you want to do your song? Okay, do your song. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, we're gonna put some water in here. Probably should. Oh, hot, 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 oh, hot, 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 hot. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna cook you, but we're gonna put the pamphlet on top and let it steam in there. It's probably not gonna get cooked super well, but it will be what it will be. It is 18 right now, so 3 minutes from now we will check. Maybe let's say 4 minutes, so 22. 22. All right. Before we get the noodles we're cooking, we're gonna try these noodles. So this is like, I think, little noodle bits and rice bits. I think on the packaging itself, you might see it says soba meshi, but the picture in the back kind of looks like it's like a mix of fried rice and yakisoba. Now you probably have seen the ramen rice recipes. I think it might be something similar to that, except you know ramen rice is like crushed ramen mixed with fried rice, and then you put it in the in the noodle cup, and then serve it like that. Serve it like, you know, formed and stuff like that. I think this is just like a different version. There's a street food version of ramen rice, except yakisoba, yakisoba flavored ramen rice. I should try doing ramen rice again. I've only done it once. We've done it with the spicy, but the thing is, you usually need something to mold the ramen rice. Okay, not a strong yakisoba flavor. Not a strong yakisoba seasoning scent coming from the package. Not that I could tell anyway. And when we pour this out, no chicken bits. Unlike the picture on the packaging, we have like chicken fried rice with yakisoba. Seasoning, what we have here in our hands specifically is, let me zoom in a little bit. What we have in our hands here specifically is like little rice puff, um, rice puff little things, like these things over here. And noodles, dried noodles. Now, you can eat noodles dry, straight from the package. I've done it plenty of times before. But the thing is, you usually want to use cheap and thin noodles when you do this. Like you grab a cheap like a little a cheap package of noodles, get the seasoning, put at least half in there, and maybe not the entire thing. Put half the seasoning into the package. Well, you okay, before you do that, you want to like get the package, crush the ramen first while it's in the package. That way you don't spill it everywhere, right? You don't spill it everywhere. Crush the ramen first, open it up, get the seasoning package, season the ramen however you want, and then close it up like a bag. Shake it, 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 and then eat it straight from the bag. That's how you get this. That's how you get the dried ramen with a seasoning around it. And depending on which one you get, some are better than others, some are saltier than others. So adjust to taste, adjust the seasoning and taste. And this one tastes like yakisoba. And the little rice bits taste like little puff rice. So imagine little Rice Krispies without the sugar, and also little little crushed noodle bits, all dusted with yakisoba powder. Actually, pretty good. If you can find like little Rice Krispie things that have no sugar on them, you can try doing similar to this. Otherwise, honestly, just make your own like ramen fried rice. It'll probably be much better, unless you want them dry. Unless you want your ramen fried rice dry, in which case, again, look for little rice puffs without any sugar on them. No sugar rice puffs. I don't know if they make them like that, but you can. If you can't find them, I think you can like toast actual rice and then they can puff up like this. I think that's how it works. I haven't tried it before. So maybe that'll be one experiment we can do at one point. How to make puffed rice, and then we make these little snack things that we have right here. That might be a good experiment. I'll be a good cooking experiment. But this is pretty tasty. I think that's pretty tasty. And I don't think you want to like eat them individually like this. There's a reason There's a reason why this package is like this long thing. You kind of just want to dump them in your mouth. But since I took it out, I kind of have to do it a different way. I'm just kind of like ah. It's tasty. It's tasty. I think personally, I would like a little bit of extra, maybe not salt, a little extra spice. A little extra spice in this thing. But since we're going specifically for yakisoba flavor, it's good for yakisoba flavor. And I like the crunch. I like the crunch. The crunch is pretty good when you mix everything up together. So keep in mind, you can make this at home. You can make this at home if you have like dried noodle blocks, whether it be from the cup noodles or the packaged noodles, and some Rice Krispies that have no sugar. You can try the regular Rice Krispies with this sugar on them. You can try doing that. It'll be a little bit on the sweet side, but I don't think it's going to be a bad combination. Sweet and salty is a good thing. So give that a shot sometime. One thing you can do at home. Definitely something you can do at home. Okay. I think the ramen is done. And it is still very hot. Holy crap. It's very hot. Just a regular bowl of ramen. Nothing fancy going on here. I didn't even grab an egg or pepperoni or anything like that. Because like I said, the chicken parmesan is still hitting me very, very hard. From lunch 7 hours ago now, over 7 hours ago now. But it's still weird to me that we're getting this packaged ramen here. That well, let's see. All right, so this is supposed to be clam and miso soup flavor. I'm not sure if I'll be able to taste the clam. If I taste vaguely seafood, then I can probably say, yeah, this could be clam. Miso would be a little harder to like say, is this miso or is it not miso? But anyway, I very much taste the clam. I very much taste the clam flavor. That is actually very strong clam flavor. What? Huh. Wow. That is a stronger clam flavor than I ever expected from powder. It's like as if we just used fresh clams in here, and that is what this broth is made out of. It probably is made out of that. If it's not artificial, it's definitely very convincing that this is like dehydrated clam broth, and then made into a powder for the ramen. The miso, though, I'm not tasting the miso, or at least any sort of miso flavor. I know there's like strong miso and light miso, but I'm not tasting any miso. I'm tasting mostly clams. But still, that's not bad. That's still not bad. I don't know if I can call this clam miso, but I definitely can call it clam. And the noodles itself, well, they're just regular noodles. At the end of the day, I feel like they're just regular noodles. But let's see. Let's try it. I'm gonna make a mess here. Hold up. Yep, they're regular noodles. Yep, they're regular noodles. Definitely could use some toppings in here. Like, I don't know, get yourself some pepperoni, get yourself some egg, something, get yourself some leftovers. I don't know what leftovers you have. If you have like leftover curry, mix in some leftover curry in here. If you have leftover pork, beef, shrimp, chicken, whatever, mix it in here. Tofu, leftover tofu. Put mapo tofu in here if you have some leftover mapo tofu. If you have some leftover yakisoba, I don't know if you want to put that in here. Probably a bad idea. But definitely mix it in here. Don't just have it plain with just soup and noodles. kind of sad, to be honest. That's kind of sad. This is like stuff you would eat growing up, but probably shouldn't uh, after you know, much later in life where you could probably afford to at least put an egg in here. At least put an egg in here. I just didn't do that for this. Oh. A clam flavor is actually pretty strong though. Even through the noodles, the clam flavor is pretty strong. As I mentioned, if you're not a fan of clam flavor, probably not for you, but it's surprising. It's very surprising. Okay, let's move on a little bit. I'll finish that off in a bit. I'm pretty sure we had this during the Sakura season, but we're gonna try it again just to make sure. Just to make sure, I'm pretty sure we had this. It's a Sakura outside wafer and then the matcha and the inside YBC brand. Pretty sure we've had this one before. I would be surprised if we didn't, because it looks very familiar. I think after you do this for like a year or two, you'll definitely see some repeats and you'll definitely see some new ones, but definitely some staple repeats as you go through these snack boxes. So 1 year of snack boxes, I think, is plenty. Half a year of snack boxes is probably good enough also, to be honest. And then you just buy some snacks on your own from either online Asian grocery stores or your local Asian grocery store if you have one. But yep, Sakura flavor, matcha green tea. We definitely had this back in Sakura season. I don't know why they put it in here. It's still a good it's still a good quality wafer, very crunchy. But yeah, why? Why? I don't understand. It's out of season. Out of season. But if you're a fan of that kind of flavor, definitely go for it. Definitely go for it. I need to wash down with some ramen broth before we go to the next one. So we have. Oh, I probably should have not put this next to each other, but we have the salty lemon pretz, and then we have the salty lemon Kit Kat. This salty lemon Kit Kat I've had before, but we will review it again. The salty lemon pretz have not had this before. At least I don't remember having this before. We've had pretz, but I don't know if we had this one. I don't know if we had this one in particular. But we'll see. Salty lemon. The thing with salty snacks, salty and something else, it's the salt's not usually too strong, but then again, it depends on who's making it. And it looks like the back side has there's two ways to open this. I will open it the regular way. So the back side has two ways to open it. I don't know why you would want to open it from the bottom, but if you open it from the bottom, it kind of looks like a little pocket, like on the back side of pants or something. And I don't know why you would want to do that. And oh, I see. What you're supposed to do. Oh, wow. What you're supposed to do is like take one of these things out, and then you push this thing in, except I kind of screwed it up and I don't know if it's gonna work anymore. Let's try it. You're supposed to push this in and then pull this up. And then now you can just lay the box on the table, right? You can just lay the box on the table. And instead of having to like hold your bag of pretz in your hand, you can just have the box hold it for you like this on an incline. And we're going to be like very fancy about it. Very fancy about it. It's like, you know what? I'm too exhausted. I don't want to crush these pretz. I don't want to get my hands too messy. So I'm just going to like make a little indent in this box over here and put my pretz in there, and then we're going to pull it out that way. So that probably also explains why these things are so wide. They're usually not this wide. They're usually a little bit more compact. But it's like super wide. Super wide. However, I don't think that makes much of a difference. I open it this way, and you still can't get to the pretz normally this way, but you see this little cut over here at the side. I think what you're supposed to do is open it through the side, like this, and then the pretz, once you insert them into the box, it's a lot easier to get to. I think that's what you're supposed to do. It kind of look. This is kind of how they advertised it. If you look at the picture down here, if you look at the picture down here, that's kind of how they advertise it. And in practice, I don't know how well this works. At least maybe not that angle. If we do it this angle, it works a little bit better. But it's not quite as exposed. It's not quite as exposed as they think it would be, like down here. Like down here, it's not as exposed. Okay, well, anyway. Brett's, you've probably seen them before. They're just Pocky sticks, basically, except no chocolate around them. And seasoning. Very lemony. Actually, very lemony. Super lemony. Not too salty. The lemon is definitely the stronger flavor here. I would expect it to be the stronger flavor here anyway. Part two. It's not bad. It's not bad. The lemon flavor, though, tastes a little artificial. The lemon flavor tastes a little too artificial to be pleasant. It has a weird lemon candy aftertaste. The initial lemon flavor is kind of what I expected, like as if there was like lemon crystal flavoring in there. But there's an aftertaste to it that kind of tastes like it came from a candy. It could be that, or it's because I've been eating candy a little while ago and now it's getting mixed into everything I've been eating. But I did rinse I did rinse off with the ramen broth. So I don't think it's that. I just think there's a artificial lemon flavor here that makes it taste like not actually lemon. The salt is not too salty. It's just right. It's just a right amount of salt to make it be flavorful. But the lemon's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, the lemon's the weird part here. And I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's just a lemon flavor that they're used to in Japan. The lemon flavor you get in the US is also an artificial lemon flavor, but the lemon flavor is super intense, super sour. This one is like initial hit of sour, which tastes natural, and then after a little bit, you get this weird. It's hard to describe. It's a weird, I don't want to say menthol, 'cause it's not really menthol, but it's a weird artificial flavor that doesn't really belong to lemon, but it is here. And I'm pretty sure it's coming from the lemon. And that's the thing I don't particularly like about this. Otherwise, it would have been good without that weird aftertaste. The weird aftertaste, just no. Otherwise good, but the weird aftertaste. Maybe if I mix this into the ramen broth. Well, it washed it off, and I just poisoned my ramen broth, so it doesn't really help me at all. Doesn't. Or doesn't. It really doesn't. What? Anyway, we got one more snack here. Actually, no, we have another thing after this. But we got one more snack here. The lemon salt Kit Kat, which I'm pretty sure we've had before. And this is melted as usual because holy crap, just get it. It took like 2 weeks to get here. Okay, it took 2 weeks to get here. It's also the height of summer. So whenever you expose this to heat, especially during the 2 week period that it takes to ship, something's gonna melt. And the Kit Kats are usually the first things that melt. I'm surprised nothing else. I'm surprised the cotton candy was fine in that heat. But this was not. This was not. And usually with these Kit Kats anyway, there's like a little different design on each one as usual. And no different on this one. Sometimes they have different messages, sometimes they just look different. But it's like, you know, it's kind of like M&M's. They might all look different, but they all taste the same. They all taste the same. We got the yellow lemon Kit Kat, we got the blue lemon Kit Kat, and we got the white lemon Kit Kat, but they're all Kit Kat. They're all the same salt lemon Kit Kat. So it doesn't matter, just like M&M's. From the same package anyway, from the same package. Okay, salt lemon Kit Kat melted because summer heat and just in general, not gonna look good. Not gonna look good, don't worry about it. The taste though should still be preserved, and that's what we're gonna be basing it on. Not winning any beauty contest as far as snacks here. Actually good. Actually good. It still has that artificial lemon flavor, but the artificial lemon flavor is not as strong as it is in the pretz. In the pretz, it doesn't feel like it belongs. Here, you can forgive it because you're eating something sweet and you kind of expect like some sort of I don't know, something candy like, a candy like flavor, which the artificial lemon at least fits more here, but it's not as strong here, which is a good thing. The lemon and salt flavor is also overall much tamer. You can still taste the lemon pretty well, especially once you bite into the wafers. I think that's where the lemon flavor is. The outside seems to be mostly white chocolate, but the wafer has the lemon flavor, and once you bite into it, it'll hit you. It'll hit you hard, but the outside now, not really, not really. All right, we got one more thing. One more thing. I need a drink. And normally, something sugary is not a good idea, especially when you're streaming. But for this one, we're gonna have to go with the mystery drink Fanta. Apparently, there is a, what do you call this? There is a thing here that shows you what the mystery flavors are, but I'm not gonna look into that. I'm just gonna drink it. I'm just gonna drink it and guess what this thing is. And we get like a giant bottle of Fanta, so I'm not gonna finish all this today. I'm just gonna like take a little bit. I'm just gonna take a little bit and we will go from there. Now, you would be forgiven to think that this mystery flavor of Fanta is grape. However, I will tell you right now, it probably is not grape. It just looks purple. It's just a purple soda coming from this bottle of also purple packaging. That's what we got for the Fanta. I'll put it here so at least you know what we're drinking. But purple Fanta, mystery flavor, definitely not the Grimace Shake. The Grimace Shake was okay. The Grimace Shake was okay. And this is not going to be a Grimace Shake thing. No, we're not going to die from this. I think it's apple. This tastes like apple. Apple or pear? Maybe a mix of the two? Purple apple. That is what I will call this flavor, purple apple, because that's definitely what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like grape. It doesn't taste like grape. Japan likes to use two different flavors of grape. Regular grapes and muscat grape. Muscat grape is doesn't taste like regular grapes. It tastes a little bit more, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It tastes more peary than does grape. It's like a really fancy type of grape, really expensive type of grape. But it doesn't taste like that. This tastes like pear, actual pear or apple, one of the two. It's a little hard sometimes for me to figure out. I'm leaning pear on this one. I'm leaning pear on this one, and there's really no way for us to confirm. There's really no way for us to confirm or you know, figure out what the heck this is because it's purple, and I guess we didn't check the QR code. But if you want to check the QR code, here's the QR code for you on stream. Let me get this bright on here so you can actually scan that or whatever. But here's the QR code slash URL. You can look that up yourself and see if pear is even one of the options there. But yeah, I'm thinking pear or apple. Closer to pear rather than apple for the mystery Fanta drink. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, Fanta's not a bad soft drink brand. I do prefer though my fruit juices to be actual fruit juices and not fruit flavored soda, which Fanta typically is because that's just their thing, right? And I don't think there's anything on the package that tells me there's any fruit juice in here. It just says zero sugar, so that means no fruit juice in here, artificial fruit juice flavor. But I think they do have a fancy Fanta. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say they have a fancy Fanta with actual fruit juice. If it's not fancy Fanta, then it might be an Asahi or a Sangria. One of the two. And if it's either Sangria or Asahi, those are really good. Those are super good. Fanta, well, you know what it is. You know what it is. Anyway, that does it for us on this final snack review. Not a whole lot to say about this one. It's kind of a bit of it's a mostly normal snacks. So I think we've had some pretty decent snacks from the snack box in the past. However, this one is like fairly normal. We got the festival treatment. We got the mystery Fanta that possibly tastes like pear. We got the lemon Kit Kat. Lemon Kit Kat was okay. I actually do like the lemon Kit Kat. It's not my favorite Kit Kat flavor, but it's one of my it was not one of my favorites, but it's at least one of the better ones. And I think I want to do like a Kit Kat tier list at some point. Maybe in a few weeks we'll do a Kit Kat tier list of the ones that we've tried on stream and rank them. I definitely have a clear. I have a clear one that I do not like. As far as the one I really really liked, I'm gonna have to look at all the ones that we've had before and decide based on that. But lemon Kit Kat, pretty good. Salty lemon Pretz, okay, but there's a weird aftertaste. Try it if you find it. Tell me if you feel the same way I do about this. It's okay, not something I would go for normally. If I were to go for a pretz, I would go for the salad pretz, the regular salad pretz. Those are pretty good. Just a nice vegetable flavor in general. Let's see, soba meshi, the rice puffs and noodles with yakisoba flavoring. Pretty decent. It's pretty decent. It's a fun eat, and it would be a nice experiment to try to make this at home yourself. That would be good. The cotton candy. Cotton candy was actually really, really good. Super sweet though, because this is all sugar, right? This is all sugar, but actually really good as far as texture goes. So good props, good props for that. Good props for that. Corn triangle stuff from Kokea. Fairly okay corn flavor, very good crunchiness, not too strong corn flavor, which is all right. Which is all right. I prefer them stronger flavor, but this is not a bad one. Why did we get the sakura matcha again on this one? I don't know, but sakura matcha, it's okay. It's all right. Definitely better with like coffee or hot chocolate or tea, even whichever one that you like. Ramene soft candy, ramene taffy. This one is interesting. Interesting to try. Not sure if I would get this myself, but definitely for someone who likes taffy and wants to try a different flavor of taffy, this might be for you. This might be for you. Fortune candies, very strawberry milk. I like it as far as flavor goes. As far as the fortune goes, I think it's a little too optimistic. At least the ones I picked, especially the dating one. The travel one, I'll take that. The play one, I don't even know what that means, but if you want to pick me up, there's probably a good pick me up because probably at least half of these are going to be in your favor, and then the other half of these is probably not in your favor. So pick carefully and make sure you don't have a bad day over this. Papa Bubble. Papa Bubble hard candy. Really good fruit flavor hard candy. Still can't figure out what it is. I want to say it's pineapple, possibly pineapple. Designs are pretty nice. The crunch is pretty nice if you're into biting hard candy. Don't know how you would get this normally, but look up Papa Bubble. Maybe you'll find something about that. Um, I forgot what brand this one is. It's like unmarked. This is like unmarked, so I'm guessing this came from like a giant thing of packages. But these stars with the little bits of candy stuck in them, these are actually really good. I like this mainly because of the little bits of candy that you can crunch into once you get through the star part. The star candy itself, pretty easy to dissolve, pretty easy to bite through, and the crunch just makes it even better. So good job. I like this one quite a bit. Omaibo's Omaibo. Nice meaty, nice big, crunchy thing that you can kind of like munch on. The tonkatsu flavor a little is probably needs something else with it, but tonkatsu flavor itself is not bad. But you definitely want to like pair this up with something else. I don't know what you would want to pair this up with. Get another Omaibo with a different flavor or some other chips, and you'll probably have a good time with this. These rice crackers. Rice crackers, as I expected, very crunchy, very light on the sweet soy sauce flavoring. Just what I expected, nothing more, nothing less. Nothing bad to say about that. Nothing good to say about it, but nothing bad. Seven stick, definitely for kids. This is definitely for kids. Cheap chocolate, cheap wafer, but the flavor is definitely targeted towards kids, and there's like the kind of chocolate you would get for like a little kid that just wants some chocolate, but don't give them more than seven. They're only limited to seven and no more than that. Okay. The ramen, the packaged ramen, very this particular flavor, the clam miso, asari miso, very clammy. Not a whole lot of miso that I could tell. Very clammy though. Make sure to put something in here like your regular ramen, otherwise it's just gonna be a sad time. It's just gonna be a sad time of noodles and broth, and the broth has absorbed into the noodles by now, so I need to finish that off after stream. All right, that's all I got as far as these snacks are concerned. I was gonna talk about something. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Uh, we were gonna talk about something festival related, I think. I can't remember anymore. This is why I asked to. This is why I asked you guys to remind me because I totally forgot by now. But as far as food and celebration stuff, this is the anniversary month for this channel. We after September 19th, I think it's a 19th. It's either 19th or 17th, one of those two. Anyway, after September 17th or 19th, we would have completed 3 years on this channel. And for everyone old and new on the channel, thank you for supporting me so far. And I hope to continue this as long as I, as long as I keep enjoying doing whatever it is I do on this channel. So we will have a proper celebration in a couple of weeks. I think on the 18th is when I planned it. I'll have an announcement again. Let's see, maybe a couple of days before I do it. We'll just have like a little small celebration and an announcement on that day also. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. And I hope you enjoy whatever else we do on this channel. Definitely definitely want to do more food related stuff. We will do more food related stuff, whether it be snacks or whether it be cooking or whatever. Probably less of these snack boxes, though I have found a snack box that I want to do. That's not just Japan. Yeah, it doesn't focus just on Japan. I think it's more of an international snack box. So I'm gonna look into that, see if it's something I can do. It probably won't be a 1 year thing. Gonna be probably doing a smaller subscription, like a 6 months or something like that. I want to give that one a try, and if I don't do that, I'll probably do like some other snacks that I find, or we cook more on the channel. We should cook more on this channel. In general, I should cook more on this channel. I run a freaking food truck, but I don't cook as much as I do. I still do food stuff. I still do food stuff, but I don't cook as much on this channel as I should. Well, we also need to talk more Japan stuff, but I think I need to like reserve a specific day for that. And my goal for the rest of the month, my goal right now for the rest of the month is just to get through Armored Core 6, basically. Get through Armored Core 6. I'm gonna try not to start anything new until that's done, or, if I start anything new, I hope to finish it in like 1 or 2 streams and before I go on vacation, because that's next month. So yeah, I'll be I'll be I don't want anything I don't want to leave anything unfinished before I go on a trip. It would just feel like bad. For me personally, it would just feel bad. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stream though. I'll see you all next time. We'll be continuing with more things next week, more Armored Core, and some other shenanigans. We'll see what we get up to. All right, thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to leave a like or comment after the stream is over. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please consider subscribing. I don't usually do the whole YouTube spiel, but I should do it once in a while. So here it is. Here it is. All right, see you all later. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye bye.